Welcome back, everybody, to the channel. Welcome back to Planet Coaster, and welcome back to Haunted Hills. Now, in this episode, I have built Camp Crystal Lake, and I have built a good part of that area simply because it has taken a lot of detail, a lot of time, and the things that I've built, I'm really excited about. So I'm really ready to show you that. You remember in the last episode, we built this haunted house entrance, and I was gonna take a walkthrough with y'all. It's really hard to navigate through there, so I'll try to figure out how to navigate better, and then maybe in a future episode we can do a walkthrough of that. But here is our haunted house with animatronics, door, spooky lady in the window there with some sound effects, which you can't hear right now because I got my volume turned down. But overall, like I said, I was in the last episode, I'm pretty happy with the way this build turned out. It's there's a lightning striker there, so I'm happy with it. It needs a little bit more detail to it. I think we need some more ivy and vines here, on the side. Definitely need some more details. But overall, I'm pretty happy with it, and I'm missing some windows too. So what I want to do the next couple episodes, because I really want to get this park open so we can start getting people in here. Let me pause this again. So what I want to do is, in the next couple of episodes, I want to build, when they walk through, like a little shopping area, even though I've got shops and food stalls in here, but build like a little courtyard or plaza is a better idea, and then have like a big focal point here in the middle, and then have it kind of branch off to different areas of the park. Now, there is one thing I found by watching a video, and that is a way I can actually expand my map out. And I'm probably going to end up doing it, and it's not going to ruin anything, simply because it just expands the area out a little bit, and it's going to run it in a scenario mode, which is fine. Well, there won't be any scenarios in there, so I don't have to follow anything like that. But I'm doing that because I want to make my Crystal Lake bigger. I really wish I could have made this whole area here Camp Crystal Lake and built my stuff back there, and I may end up moving it if I can get that to work. We will see once I do the map expansion. If I can do the map expansion and build on this part right here, that would be fantastic, because that would be a really good Crystal Lake. But if I can't, then we'll just go with what I built. So let me show you what I've gotten done so far. I built this little creek area from this little pond, whatever you'd like to call it. So if you see here, as I'm zooming in, let me get back to my screen here. Here we go. This is the area for Camp Crystal Lake. Now, like I said, the lake is rather small, but if I can get this map expanded, then I'm going to expand the lake out probably to here, to make it a larger lake, so more like a lake and not a pond. But let me show you kind of what I've done with this, and then we're going to go in and we're going to build some extra props and some more details, which I'm really looking forward to. So what I did was, I initially made one of these paths it's like a trail through the woods kind of, and my idea is, of course, I walk through here at dark at night, and you got the cabins here. You got the cabins here they can look at, and I mean, you can't go in the cabins, they're just more for decorations more than anything, but I do have the cabins there as props. And then I've got another cabin here that I built. This can be kind of like the counselor's cabin, I guess. Little stairs there, windows, little fireplace that I actually constructed myself. I didn't put an actual chimney on there. I built the chimney myself. I think it ended up looking pretty good. And then, of course, all the trees here in the back. I may have a floating tree here still somewhere. I've had some floating trees I had to go in there and fix, but we will fix all that stuff. And then here's another cabin here. We get it to turn the right way. Thank you. Stop it. There we go. Another cabin here, which basically what I did was I duplicated the cabin on this side with the chimney and just took the chimney off. So just kind of give it some randomness. I'll show you what I did for the trees here in just a second. So then you come down the path, and of course you gotta think this will be at night, and it's not lit up yet, so that's why I'm not doing it at night. We may cut it on here in a minute and see what it looks like at night. And then the path kind of curves around this way. path curves around. Where did I go? I'm lost. I'm lost in the woods. I'm gonna get killed by Jason. Here we go. Alright. Curves this way to really kind of get into the meat of the deep part of the woods. But I got a tree sitting right there in my path that's gonna have to be deleted out. Let's go ahead and do that really quick before I forget to do it. Okay, he's gone. Alright, and then this is where we're going to start. Like, here's a little trail. I mean, not the trail, but it's got the rails on it now. Winding path again. The trees, and I have most of this in mind. It looks pretty creepy, to be honest with you. But that's the whole point of this theme park, is to be scary. And then you walk this way, and then you have a little open area, and this is when you're going to come out to all the scenery. So what I've done here, as it took me several days to construct this, but if you look at the sign, it's a Crystal Lake Lodge and Restaurant. So they come up here, and I need to put a sign that kind of distinguishes which way is which. But you walk up these steps here, and this is your restaurant. Okay, and then here's an entrance to your hotel here. Now the hotel is 2-story, so there are rooms here as well. My initial idea of this was to have the glass screen. The glass windows, see-through glass all the way across, and then having your guests be able to walk out here and take a look at the lake. However, the way for hotels and restaurants work on this game, I wasn't able to do that. So I had to kind of get creative and just make it to where, okay, we're pretending that they're going in here, and that's pretty much it. Now, I've got a set of windows up here that need to be taken off, because it's only a 2-story hotel. But I added, flower beds and bushes here on the sides of the lodge, and then on the front I planted some rose bushes as well as some red flowers. You can see here some barrel buckets, put lights up here, and did the same thing on the other side with the flower bed. I just duplicated it, of course, and pasted it over here. It doesn't look exactly the same. I think there's more flowers over here than there are on the other side, but it's okay. It just needed some detail on it, and I detailed it, and I ended up going with a gray roof. I had it red, but it didn't look right, so I had to take it down. And then I constructed some rocks here, put some trees and bushes, and just lower the height, and put a couple dead trees. And every pond or lake you see has dead trees kind of set on the shoreline. It's just the way it is, and it's from water levels rising and whatnot. And you can see this is the edge of the map, because you can't edit this, so you're gonna have that little thing sticking up. So I could put something there if I can't expand the map. Nothing. If I can expand the map, I can work on that. That'll fix, and I'll be able to edit that easier. But that's it. What I've gotten so far for Camp Crystal Lake. Now, I know it doesn't look like a lot. I put these 2 cabins here. I might put a couple more here just to add a little bit more to it. And I'm going to put some more trees here in the back, and so we'll probably go in there and do that here in just a second. But let me show you what I did on my voting friends. I've saved a copy of these trees. They're right here, tree patch. And what I did, let me show you how I did this really quick. It's actually a pretty cool technique I saw on a YouTube video. I thought it was neat, a cool idea. So you take a path, make sure you put 90-degree angle snap on. Alright, and you build you a path. So you come down, let me zoom in a little bit more. Come down this way, and then come over, or just do a small one. Come up, and then back over here. And then what you do is you basically take you some trees. It doesn't matter what color or what kind of trees, and you just place them inside the path. Just random trees, and like I said, we're not gonna save this, but I'm just kind of showing you an idea of what I did. I placed some autumn trees because it is supposed to be a Camp Crystal Lake, and I think with it being a haunted theme park, it should be a October time frame type thing, right? And you just place these trees in here. All right, that'll be this. It's not a lot. I'm gonna put a little more trees in there. And I picked one of these red, I think it's a red maple. Yeah, this right here, red Imperial maple. They kind of add some more color to it. Just some more green and some more orange, whatever. Alright, that side's bigger. And just short palm, sure, why not? And wishing tree. No, it's not a tree for that. Poplar tree, they get kind of tall, you know. Palmer's a pine, if you want some pine trees, but hey, you're in the woods and you want some pine trees. So you definitely gotta have that. Alright, so what I did, and then I went and just deleted my path. And I saw this video, and I can't remember the guy's name, so I apologize for not giving a shout out. But if you're watching this video, be sure to comment down below that, you know, for people to check out your page, and I'm more than cool with that. Alright, and then what I did also to make it look a little bit more realistic is I took some rocks, a couple rocks, and some bushes, and basically I just added them to that in here. But what I did, like, I love this bush because it looks dead, but it looks like something you'd see in the woods. And I took it and I shifted it down like this, so it's coming out kind of on the ground, so it looks like that. All right, same thing here, the forest bush. Just kind of found a tree, went down, placed it, you know, whatever you want to do. It's your area, right? So, and then what I did was I selected it like this, and I hit save as a blueprint. And then you just name it whatever you wanted to, and there you go. So that's how I created that. You know, the tree patch areas. It's really helped me, because if you sit here and place individual trees, it will take you forever to do. Yes, you'll have a lot of the same color browns and stuff in there, like there are here, but I can always go and add and edit and whatnot. But let's go ahead and add one of those tree patches here, because, you know, it's the woods and you want to be thick, you know, and you can always, you know, you hold Z, rotate it. Make sure, this is one mistake I didn't do, or one mistake I made. You see how the trees are floating? I placed some here and they were floating in the air, so I had to go back and individually move the trees down. So make sure you zoom in enough, hold shift, and just drag it down to where the trunks are actually under the ground, the roots and stuff are under the ground, because I did not do that last time and it looked retarded. It did not do good at all. So there's one patch of trees. Let's do the same one. I'm going to end up creating some more tree patches probably, so they don't have all the same exact trees in here, but you just kind of, you know, like that, and it adds color and it looks more like they're in the woods, and it gives it more of an authentic look. I think it does anyway. I mean, you're in the woods, you want it to be thick, you want it to look like, you know, you're in the woods. I don't like this tree there. I'm taking it out. Okay, there you go. See, it just, as you zoom in, it looks like there's some cabins in the woods. Now, of course, over here is open, which is fine. We can fix that. So, alright, so what I want to do here is build a sign and have an arrow pointing to the left and an arrow pointing to the right. You know, of course, the right saying, hey, this is your entrance for the lodge. This is your entrance for the restaurant. It's very late, guys. Like 2:30 in the morning. Everybody's asleep. So, but the only time I have the chance to record these things, honestly, because I got so much going on. Wife had surgery this week and she's in the bed asleep, so I'm gonna finish this episode and then go to bed also, and then hopefully tomorrow I can, or the next couple days, I can build the actual Friday the 13th ride. And I've got an idea for one more ride that I want to build before I open the park. That way when I open it, there will be at least 2 rides and some food stalls and vendor stalls that people can visit to at least kind of get an idea of how the park's going to do. And if it's not doing well, then we'll make some changes and go from there. But final reveal, like I said, is going to be Halloween of this year, and I got a lot of work to do, but I'll get it. What is this? Oh, that's a big one, boy. Is that one? Yeah, it was that one. the font. Let's see. Let's try it. See what happens. And then I can move under it again. And we can say launch. And we'll click on the letters. Can you change? Yeah, you can. Okay, cool. Alright. Go with the black outline with the white letters. It's like a cream color, but you do white? Yeah, the white looks better. And then go here. And our sounds good. So now the dum-dums who can't read, or can't follow directions on the map, you come here and say, oh, okay, I go this way for the lodge, I'm going to go upstairs to the restaurant. Which there are rooms upstairs, but the entrance to the hotel is here, and the entrance to the restaurant is up here. And I might end up moving the restaurant entrance to the back, but I think it's fine because I would like to imagine that people sit out here on the porch and they eat and they look over Crystal Lake and then they see the people ride the roller coaster or whatever ride I decide to go with when I build it. Let's take a look at this at night really quick because I am, curious. See, that signs. It looks like those signs are neon, kind of. What I did here was I put a couple of halogen. I don't know what you want to call them, but basically lights to shine on the lodge side, so you know what's going on there. Let's look at this path because it's really dark, and I definitely need to add some light to it. You see, the cabins stand out, even in the dark, like you can still see it. So I'm gonna keep that effect there. I like it because it does add that spookiness to it. But when you're walking through the path here, it gets really dark really quick, and you don't want people to get lost. I'll put some path lights. Let's just see how they look. Scenery. Really good lights. There we go. Should we do these kind of lights? The iron lights? Or should we grab the pet lanterns would be cool for that. Do they have lanterns? Let's see. A lantern chain. That is pretty cool. I'm gonna actually go with that effect. Because yeah, I like that. Now what I might end up doing too is constructing a tent. I know that they don't have tents on here. I don't think they have tents. Well, let's look. But if they don't have a tent, they do. Trail tent right there. That's perfect. Let's put a tent on here for the effect. Teenagers come out to Crystal Lake thinking they're gonna get lucky, if you know what I mean. They go there and have some fun, and then Jason gets a hold of them, and then they don't have fun anymore. Let's back him up a little bit. Bring him down. Yeah, there you go. There's a tent there. Okay, yeah. And then let's build a campfire. Because you're camping and you want to stay warm. And you want to stay away from Jason. Which is not going to happen. There you go. Spooky fireplace logs. Put them right. Hold on. Let's make this daytime so we can see what I'm doing here. So you can see it's much better in the daytime, but it looks so much better at night. Okay, so there's a tent. Scenery. Log. We're just gonna make some little quick campfire here. Because, like I said, it just adds to the effect. Oh, where's fire? little fire. Colorable. Let's zoom in so we can see what we're doing. So there's our fire burner. Can you see it from the path? Yes, you can. You can see the intent of the fire. That's freaking perfect. Alright. So I'm going to end the video here, guys, and I'm going to finish the detail. And then the next episode, when we actually build the Friday the 13th ride, we will explore that and let everybody ride it. And then we could, episode 5, I will probably construct another ride. And then episode 6 is when I'm going to build that little courtyard / plaza, whatever you want to call it, so I can open the park. And, oh, I don't have an entrance. I don't wonder if people can get in there. So I can open the park and we can actually have people start coming in and kind of rating it and giving us an idea of what they think of it. So until next time, guys, thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and smash that bell so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. And until then, stay safe.